they give him a shot to the head.
God alone knows what's in those.
Knocked right down on the ground.
Robbery that had taken place, drugs, and get the young people into the room so they can listen to what I have to say. My message to young people is there are other things to do. Good evening, you are tuned into GABC TV. This is Bruce Burleson from the Brockton Guardian Angels. Well, this is some real interesting copy I got in front of me right now. Authorities allege blaze at Brockton apartment complex started by Houseguest. This guy lit the place on fire by lighting apparently some noodles and some food or something on the table on fire, and apparently the place went up in smoke. Unbelievable. What is the lesson to be learned here? What is the lesson to be learned here? What have we been talking about recently? Security of your house. And that, by the way, it seems to me would include being a little bit careful and selective about who you decide to allow to stay in your house. Yeah, might want to think about that. We think very carefully about that before we allow anybody to stay in our house, Anita and I, by the way. So, that having been said, another thing I want to talk about real briefly, given the recent publicity of our efforts in New Bedford, we are starting to receive requests from cities from around the state in terms of people wanting to start chapters in their cities, and I am excited, ecstatic about this. However, I want to urge patience and the fact that we angels can only spread ourselves basically so thin. So if you want a chapter in your city, we will help you get one up and running. However, it might not happen today, this week, or even this month, because right now we are very focused on building up New Bedford as well as continuing to build Brockton. However, we have not forgotten about the other requests that have come in, and we will be making phone calls back to the people who have sent us those requests. And it's exciting to see that people are willing to step forward and say, you know something, we see that the angels are working in places like Brockton and New Bedford. Maybe it'll work in my city as well. And it will help us to dare to care and keep it safe. See you tomorrow, folks, and God bless.